Uh... Not going to the mall all by yourself. If you drive to the mall all by yourself, you say, Megan, Justin, where are you? Then we'll be at the mall and we'll call her. And we won't hear her. But that's not next to a mall. That will be scary to drive back home. A promise is keeping your word.
I think a promise is when someone gives you their word and they normally keep it, but sometimes they have to break it for reasons beyond their control.
A promise is where you say something and then you do it. And if you don't do it, then it's breaking a promise. A promise is something you tell somebody and then you should do it. You should do it after you tell them that you were going to do it.
I think a promise is something where somebody gives you their word and they're supposed to keep it.
A promise is like when I asked my friend if I could borrow her Barbies and I promised her that I would give it back on Sunday, and I did. So that's what a promise is.
Yesterday we were playing Monopoly, and I made a promise to my friend if we can continue playing the game, I'd give her 500 Monopoly dollars. And she thought it over for a little while because she didn't think I would continue the promise, but I did, and so I gave the $500 to her.
I promise my sister sometimes that if she lets me have more than half of the cookies in the cabinet, I'll clean her room and make her bed or something.
My family makes promises like, I'll vacuum the house by 9 o'clock tonight. If I promise somebody that I would let them ride my bike, I should let them ride my bike right after I said that.
My mom makes promises to me.
I'd say people keep their promises most of the time, but not always, just, because we're human.
My mommy doesn't make promises to me, but my daddy does.
When people don't keep their promise, I feel sort of a combination of sad and mad because I made a deal with them and I did something to do something with them and they let me down.
When people don't keep their promises, I get mad.
I feel when they don't keep their promise, I can't believe them anymore because you can't trust them because you're not sure if they're telling the truth or not. So
when people break their promise, I feel sort of mad because you feel discouraged and you feel like they're leaving you out.
When I break my promise, my parents really don't trust me anymore. So I remember some times that I did that. We were at softball and Jeffrey hit the ball and the ball came back and hit his eye and it was bleeding. And Jeffrey asked my dad, he said, am I gonna get a shot? And my dad said, I promise you, you won't get a shot. And when they got to the hospital, they had to give him a shot, and my brother was kind of mad because my dad said he wouldn't get a shot.
God makes promises.
He promised that there would never be a flood again in the earth with the rainbow in the sky.
He's the most powerful person on this earth, and if he didn't keep his promises, then we'd have a lot of problems.
I think God always keeps his promises because he's perfect in every way and he's never done anything wrong.
He also gives us a promise of when we pray, he'll always be listening, and if we do something wrong, he'll forgive us.
Jesus will never break a promise.
when God makes a promise, he's going to keep it no matter what happens.
Jesus promised that if you believe in him, he would send you to heaven.
When we're scared, we talk to him and it'll help us not to be afraid.
Jesus promised to be my friend and your friend. And everybody else's friend.
And we also know that he's our friend, and so it's really good. So if you have a fight with your friends, then you know that there's a friend still with you.
He makes like a promise that he'll stay by you forever and be your forever friend. And that kind, and he keeps that promise because anyway he loves you and that he really is your forever friend, and I believe in that.